Hi, I'm Carmel. I came from supporting education support staff for 15 years, and I'm very passionate about people in the disability sector. Working with young children, I always wondered what happened to our beautiful little people that were experiencing difficulty in the learning and sector, and how their social skills didn't quite find socialising easy. So I often wondered, what type of support do these little people have when they get older? And I always wanted to be that person that was able to give them that opportunity to find specialised and tailored support. I also realised that NDIS isn't just for people with autism or with intellectual disabilities. It's actually for people who struggle even with mental health. And that being said, my mum suffered mental health, and there was really nothing out there for her, well, nothing that I knew of. My goal was to name my little company, family run, Kate's Care Connect, after my mum. It's very, very close to my heart, and I want to be able to be there for people and for who are looking for support and help, and showing them that there is people out there that care and giving them real support. That's what I love to do, and that's why I became a support coordinator. A common misconception about support coordinators is that we are just the link to their linkage to supports, whether it being support workers, therapists, everyday life. But the real truth is that a support coordinator is not just a person who links you up. A support coordinator is someone who can advocate for you, who can be there for you at times of distress, to voice your opinion in regards to your disabilities and what your needs are. Staying present even when it becomes difficult. Understanding your client and their needs. Putting yourself in their situation in real time and try and feel what they're feeling at that time. That makes real life. No one can teach you that. That comes naturally. That's just humanity. To understand someone and how they feel in that moment. No amount of learning or teaching can actually teach you how to be compassionate, because compassion comes naturally. That's what I believe real life support work is working in the moment and being present in the moment. Because someone can be speaking to you, but are you listening? We forget that listening is an important part of being a support worker. So when I hear someone say, oh, we're just support workers, no. They're relying on you to understand them and to help them navigate some really difficult pathways or journeys or moments. That's what being a support worker really is. Be patient. It is at times very difficult to really hone in on those needs. It takes a few goes to get it right, whether it be linking with a support worker or whether it be linking with different therapists, and allied health obviously is sometimes very difficult, because even in an allied health space, that connection also has to be there. Without that connection, you just cannot form a good relationship, and then without a good relationship, it won't flow. So my day-to-day, when I'm collaborating with Little Support Heroes as a provider, or any provider that provides supports to any of my clients, is making sure that what we're actually doing is that we're matching the support worker to the participant. So it's about really hearing the participant and their needs, and then obviously knowing your workers and knowing what their passions are, what they can bring to the table as far as supports. I find that if you give a support worker a really good introduction in respect to a participant, that the actual support worker gets such a true understanding and about the participant that they're able to modify themselves towards the client's needs. Because at times when you're trying to match a support worker with a client, if you don't really know that client, the match won't work. So I found that giving a really good introduction and asking the support worker about how they feel about different things that they may need to follow through with the participant, it really makes for a good match. And it's also about understanding what the participant is looking for. Do they want a mature lady? What are you trying to achieve, your goals? So it actually means that myself as a support coordinator really needs to understand her client, and the provider, on the other hand, needs to know their workers. This is the only way that you can have true collaboration and really have a harmonious working relationship between participant and support worker. You really need to plan. It has to be planned. You have to have a plan in place that makes for a great, easy flow. Compassion. That it'll fix everything. Coffee, of course. At times it's an early start, and at times it's a really late finish. It depends on what I've got on the agenda during the day. I mean, I'm a hands-on coordinator. I believe in being hands-on. So there are times that I do have to visit my clients because they need me to visit them. Yeah. And I believe in that. I believe in connection by face-to-face. Yes, it's great to be on the phone, and it's great to be on FaceTime and Zoom and all your different platforms. But the one thing that has not changed is that human connection, and that at times in this space is definitely needed.